So the official account of the White House, yeah, the actual White House, tweeted this image of a fentanyl drug dealer being deported, but in the style of Studio Ghibli. Let me try to explain all this and why, well, so many people, not only liberals, but also people on both sides are having a meltdown. Now, some of us are just enjoying this, like we are so back. Like we are so back. Well, what is this? And who is this very real person? This, I have to understand that this was tweeted by the White House on March 18. This was the original tweet. Virginia Basora Gonzalez, a previously deported alien felon convicted of fentanyl trafficking, was arrested by ICE in Philadelphia after illegally re-entering the U.S. She's persistent where you go out twice. She wept when taken into custody. Picture attached. And yeah, this was from ICE. This 36-year-old citizen of the Dominican Republic has a rap sheet that includes a fentanyl trafficking conviction. And what is this right now? This was like 24 hours ago, and it has already more than 50 million views on X. And why is this a comic? You have to understand the context is that ChatGPT just generated an option so you can use this style of Studio Ghibli, that is the studio of Hayao Miyazaki, one of the most successful and legendary creators of anime in Japan, and these wonderful movies like Spirited Away, in which, well, you can actually ask ChatGPT to convert all these memes to that style. You can see that it's quite good at creating. Not perfect, of course, but we really don't need perfection in this case. So many stuff that we're seeing is I can't even show it here, but no, yeah, this is really we got some crazy stuff. So what did the White House do, or the White House social media manager? They used this. I can't. This is way too much. They use this woman, this drug trafficker, this news by ICE, and they retweeted that like 1 week later with this, and well, everybody just went insane. You have now post Ghibli of that brown woman getting arrested by ICE. There's so many reactions I'm gonna try to look for. Okay, phrase your pain. I guarantee you the people crying over this, because there's so many people offended by this. Oh, I voted for Trump, but I didn't vote for, ridicule other people. These are drug traffickers. They should be publicly shamed. They should be ostracized. They should be punished with the full extent of the law. Like, why? Yeah, there are people who voted for Trump, MAGA people, conservatives, Republican, call them what you want, because you can imagine that Democrats, liberals are going to cry about this. Oh my gosh, because they love illegals. They love the invasion. They love all that. But people in, let's say, the political right, so many people are saying, no, this is insulting. How? This is what you push for, Jesus. How dare you? Yes, I push for this. I think this is the right way to do things, and very fun way to do things. Phrase your pain. I guarantee you the people crying over this are the same people who wished for my death when I didn't get the COVID shot. That kind of people. Background of Rhodes has a point. The overwrought live reaction to this is a great example of Trump's superpower. Time after time, he forces them to defend the indefensible. How are you going to defend a fentanyl drug dealer? Exposing their ideology for the window dressing it is. Libs feel more kinship with the criminal drug dealers than Americans. But they are so enraged by Trump and the threat he poses to their power that they keep taking the mask off over and over again. The more pretense they drop, the faster the masses realize what time it is. The sooner we can take true corrective action to dismantle leftist systems and power. Remember, the ultimate political battle we face right now is truly a race against time. We must radicalize enough normies more quickly than the left can irrevocably change the demographic makeup of the country, because that's what they were infusing the country with tens of millions of illegals. That's mostly what it's come down to. Trump is supremely skilled at revealing the nature of this plot by virtue of how much he enrages the left with this type of stuff. Truly incredible to see it work so well over and over again. Alex Pfeiffer, this is a drawing depicting a convicted fentanyl dealer being arrested by ICE. Some people on this website are more upset about a drawing than the poisoning of Americans. Let that sink in. And the perspective, again, we're talking about on both sides. This administration will continue to arrest and deport fentanyl dealers, even the ones that cry, and no matter if they, no matter the size. What an upgrade from this, says ALX, and he goes for the archives from the Biden administration. For the unvaccinated, remember that they published this, you're looking at a winter of severe illness and death for yourselves, your families, and the hospitals you may soon overwhelm. Oh, nice. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. InfoSec Mike also has a great point about this meme. That's not a meme, but it's this publication from the White House. Anyone upset over this meme can take their highbrow sensibilities and show them straight up their arses. Do any of you know what it feels like to be concerned about your teenage son not waking up in the afternoon only to go into his bedroom and find him dead in his bed of fentanyl poisoning? As a parent, the heartache and pain, the devastation of such a thing? My cousin and her husband experienced that. It's been more than a year now and they're still nowhere close to being right. Do you have any idea at all what kind of pain has exhibited on Americans by this fentanyl drug trade? Hundreds of thousands dead and you're sympathetic for drug dealers? Are you insane? Seriously? All you effing people disgust me. Fools, effing idiots, all of you. Yeah, sometimes it's effing idiots all the way down. And this is one of the that I share with you. No post Ghibli of that brown woman getting arrested by ICE. And well, of course, had to go full circle with this one. Lord, world peace. Liberals watching fentanyl drug dealing immigrants get deported while the official White House Twitter engagement farms Ghibli-style deportation. This is fantastic. Just plain fantastic. William Coleman, if this animated picture offends you, you do not deserve your freedom. You're weak and disgusting and deserve your fetters. Your ancestors look at you with shame. Yeah, why would you be? And well, some have other takes. Some disagree with the approach, but agree that sometimes you have to send a message. Like Jeremy Kaufman, while I can understand finding this ghoulish, it's an unfortunate truth that public ghoulishness is an effective policy tool. And we see, well, an image that a public gallows used to be a thing. And maybe we could bring that back on pay-per-view. I don't know. Low IQ, low information, antisocial populations require visceral reminders of consequences. I would say that everybody, regardless of their IQ, no matter their IQ, they need a friendly reminder every now and then of the consequences of their actions. That would be healthy. That would be healthy. Like the actual FAFO by proxy. That would be nice. And Sampar is, oh my God, so disappointed. This is horrible leadership. I'm on board with the strict borders, but mocking them, this is embarrassing and shameful. All right, okay. And future Moldovan citizen, at first I thought people were angry because they were assuming this was a depiction of a generic Latino immigrant. But no, the original post actually identifies it as a specific person who was convicted of fentanyl trafficking. Really baffled by the backlash, semi-baffled. Part of it is obviously coordinated. I wouldn't say it was coordinated. There's also replies under this post, of course, with more Studio Ghibli style. Autism Capital, we can't even believe our eyes right now. The White House Ghibli trolling. Yeah, I couldn't believe either. I had to check it twice. Jack Pozo, holy shit. Sean Farage, this is phenomenal. If you're here illegally, this can happen to you. Don't come here illegally. Don't be the next cartoon. Yeah, Brick sued. Nothing else today can top this post. I think the week. Robbie Starbuck, X is the best app on earth. Hands down, we can find this stuff on X. Only on X. Why aren't my groceries getting cheaper? Say sanity first. What does it have to do with this? I love this one from Julian's Rum. Diga Chad. So many stuff here. Oh my God. And even Tom Harmon got the Ghibli treatment. Of course, there is. Families can be deported together. Yeah, this was from the Big Picture 89. Never deleting this app. Yes, it's like that meme. Lives in the replies. Won't someone please think about the fentanyl traffickers? Yeah, and Logan Hall, I voted for this. And just a number before we move on. Anti-woke memes insane. Migrant crisis has U.S. taxpayers on the hook for up to $451 billion. House GOP report says. Well, that's all that we need to know by now. But again, I would like to know, what do you think about this cartoon in the comments? Do you think that it was heartless? Do you think that was funny? Do you think, are you being outraged by that? This insulted, disgusted, amused? Well, let me know in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Battle Language Guy. Much love and bliss.